The 2025 NFL Draft is less than 2 months away, and the scouting combine in Indianapolis gave teams and fans a closer look at some of the top prospects. The 4 days of on-field action highlighted the depth at running back, defensive line, tight end, and interior offensive line. While the draft lacked consensus top 5 talent and saw the top quarterback sit out, it allowed lesser-known players to make a name for themselves. Several players exceeded expectations and boosted their draft stock. Texas wide receiver Matthew Golden was already considered a late first-round pick. Still, after running a blistering 4.29-second 40-yard dash, the fastest among wide receivers, he might now be among the first selected. Virginia Tech running back Bhayshul Tuten impressed with the best 40-yard dash, 4.32 seconds, and vertical jump, 40.5 inches, at his position, making a case for an early day 3 selection. Iowa State's Jaylin Noel showcased his athleticism as a top slot receiver prospect, recording a 4.39-second 40-yard dash and leading his position in vertical and broad jump categories. On the offensive line, Georgia center Jared Wilson had the fastest 40-yard dash among linemen at 4.84 seconds, helping him stand out in a class lacking true centers. Oregon's Josh Connerly Jr. rebounded from a rough Senior Bowl with an impressive 10-yard split and vertical jump, solidifying himself as a potential NFL tackle. On defense, Georgia Tech defensive tackle Zeek Biggers used his rare combination of size, 6'6", 321 pounds, and quickness to move up draft boards. At the same time, Georgia's Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins dominated agility drills to showcase his developmental upside. Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Hairston and Tulane's Caleb Ransall also stood out in the secondary, posting elite speed and explosiveness numbers that could push them higher into Day 2 or early Day 3 territory. However, not every player had a weekend to remember. Texas wide receiver Isaiah Bond hoped to match a record-setting 40-yard dash, but fell short at 4.39 seconds, raising concerns about his ability to separate at the next level. Missouri's Luther Burton III ran a solid but unspectacular 4.41, casting doubt on his explosive potential. Oregon receiver Tez Johnson measured in at just 154 pounds, the lightest at the combine in 25 years, and didn't run fast enough to alleviate size concerns. Among linemen, Alabama guard Tyler Booker struggled with one of the slowest 40-yard times and a concerningly low broad jump, potentially limiting his draft range. West Virginia's Wyatt Millam confirmed concerns about his arm length and posted disappointing agility numbers, likely cementing his move inside at the next level. On defense, Boise State edge rusher Ahmed Hassanein and LSU cornerback Z.Y. Alexander turned in underwhelming performances, with slow splits and poor vertical jumps that could push them further down the draft order. With pro days ahead, these players will have one last chance to impress before the draft arrives in April.